I can go and share it to somewhere else too. So we're getting creative with how this whole sharing on Facebook thing has to happen, but we'll be up and running here in just a minute. Um, okay, so here we go. Dun, dun, dun. I'm just gonna text her. And then we'll be up and going. So sorry about the little wait here. Beverly's internet is down. There was a vehicle that crashed into a pole near her house, and so her power and internet was out for a little bit. Okay, here we go. Good morning, Denise. Okay, back to
Good
Zoom.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, it's a good morning.
You know, it is a good day to be alive, right? I think we have lots
Right.
to be thankful for.
And I haven't got to really do it like I should, but I had an incident. I had a renter and he got a bacteria infection
Oh, okay.
and spent 2 weeks in the hospital. I just saw him yesterday. But the deal is I won't use that alcohol based that deal that they want you to put on, the whatever you want to call it.
Sort of a disinfectant of some
Yeah,
kind.
because I don't want my hands to catch on fire. So which would be the best to use? Because yeah, I wash my hands, but I'm not neurotic about it. But his hand is swollen in by at least double or more. He has stitches,
Oh
uh
my goodness.
4 inch, and he's a real good guy. And he paid his rent late, but I said, well, don't worry about it. So the point is, what can you use in our line
Mm-hmm.
to to,
Mm-hmm.
to clean your hands with? Because I'm not going to do the other. I put lemon on, as a disinfectant, but
Sure.
still, what would you suggest after this? I'm going to be carrying wipes with me, but not the off brand.
So now so this is a person you work with that had the injury to his hand.
No, no, it is my renter.
Oh, your renter. Okay.
This
Okay. So it's
contract
your renter. And
it
now are
has
you wondering what you can use to clean your hands with or for him?
well for him too. Of course, he does not eat right. He's like 35, and this is 2 weeks in the hospital. Being self-employed has really kicked him.
Okay.
So I drink the alkaline water, all of that. But what I'm thinking is, what can I use on my hands? What
Gotcha.
besides the
So the Thieves wipes are really wonderful, you know, and they have some, all the essential oils and Thieves is really good for just helping sanitize. So I would say keep those on hand. Um,
hmm
the waterless hand sanitizer does have a little bit of the alcohol in it, and so
hmm
I don't know if you'd want to do that. Um,
I really love the Thieves because I ordered that kit and I use it almost every day, and it does not dry my hands out.
Good, good. Also, the Thieves Foaming Hand Soap is a really good one. I
Okay,
love the
that's what
Thieves
I'll get.
Foaming Hand Soap. Yeah, they actually have a bar of soap as well if you're a bar soap kind of person or you want to chunk some off and just keep it with you in a little container. That
That's
works
a good
well.
idea, actually.
Okay. And Denise, we can talk more too outside of Zoom as well. So I would love to connect with you soon and just hear how things are going.
Oh, me too. Just have some personal issues that I hope are going to be over this month with my dad. So after
Hmm.
that, he kind of got a little crazy with his cane and used it on my hands. So I had to call
Oh,
the sheriff. So
oh my goodness.
yeah,
Well,
well, he's 92, so I'm gonna have him settled, or my brother's gonna have him. I've done it for 20 years. It's his turn.
ah,
Yeah,
yes.
so
No, family is so important.
oh,
So
they are,
let's,
but I don't
yeah,
want to focus on that.
for sure, for sure.
No.
So, yeah. Well, let's definitely talk more. What I'm going to go ahead and do for all of us is just go ahead and start the recording. We are live on Facebook as well. And we will get started today.
Sounds good.
Um, let's see. Okay, and then I am going to just go ahead and bring this out here. Awesome. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. We are already in the month of June, June 5th, and so excited to talk about the gift with purchase and the 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go opportunity that Young Living has today. And so, what's really, really amazing is that we all love gifts, right? It's really fun to get a gift from someone that we know and love. However, I think if we've been around Young Living long enough, we know Young Living and we love Young Living. And raise of hands, who just feels part of the Young Living family? So if you get a gift from Young Living, the company, it feels like you're getting a gift from a family member. And so the beautiful thing is, for as long as I can remember, Young Living has really enjoyed rewarding their customers in some way. And so for the last several years, what they've done is what we call now the gift with purchase. It used to be monthly promos and things like that. However, the gift with purchase is what we have available to us now, and there's a slight change to it this month, which is really exciting. In the past, gift with purchase, if you remember, was your order, whether it was a loyalty order or just a regular shop order, could be 190 PV or 250 or 300. And then for quite a few months now, they've been gifting folks that are on loyalty rewards. At the 100 PV mark, they give you something, right? And it's been awesome. It'll be a little bottle of lemon vitality, or it'll be 10 extra loyalty points. So just to break it down for anybody that's pretty new, chances are your first order with Young Living was over 100 PV. So you are locked in at our discount pricing. That means you're already getting 24% less than the retail price on all of your orders. And so we're calling that discount price versus full sale price. We used to call it wholesale, but Young Living on their website, they have retail price and discount price. And then they also show you the PV. And so, what I feel like is important is I do talk about PV a lot, because to earn the wonderful gift with purchases, you want the PV of your order to be sure to be at the certain amount of the gift you'd like to earn. And so what's amazing is that for this month, Young Living is gifting someone at the 100 PV mark, the 200 PV mark, and the 300 PV mark. And I believe this is going to be something that stays. Now, the beautiful thing is, loyalty reward members still get an extra something as a thank you for being a loyalty reward member. So that is the really exciting thing. And so let's just go through this, because what I want to do is go to Young Living's website. And what is beautiful about simply going to their website is that, let me do this real quick. So just going to Young Living's website. Let me get here. Okay. Is that a lot of the things we like to find is right on their homepage. So for instance, this is just youngliving.com, and they do change some of the banners up periodically. But what was beautiful is that today, just by going, up here to Young Living, if you go to youngliving.com, they're going to ask you what country you are. So for US, I just put United States English and get onto the homepage. And so this is what it looks like right now live. So they show you the new starter kit. You go down here and you can shop by categories. But then this is where the good stuff comes in. So they have the monthly gift with purchase. And this is what we're talking about. And then what I wanted to see is, okay, I'm going to need to find the 3, 2, 1 as well. But here's what's fun. Hopefully, if you can see my screen, just raise your hand. I want to make sure it's working. Good, 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 good. Okay, thank you, Mary. So clicking on learn more, this is where we can go each and every month to actually find out what the gift with purchase is. And let me do this. Okay. So here's what's fun is Young Living has some amazing graphics and things like that. And most often, we put those graphics up in the Royal Dream Team for you guys to use as well if you're doing promotions and things like that. And they're also available like on Young Living's United States Facebook page, I think. So anyways, here's what's really cool. So let me just go ahead and read this. Soak up the sunny days ahead with June's free gift with purchase. We've simplified the gift tiers, making it easier than ever to earn and share rewards. As always, you'll earn points toward future purchases with every loyalty order. So there we go. So this month, if you spend 100 PV as a loyalty member, okay, and you'll see this little loyalty order kind of a guy. So you'll know if this specific product applies to just loyalty or to your shop orders. So with the 100 PV mark for a loyalty member this month, you guys, we get a bottle of Valor. Oh my goodness. I'm so stoked because Valor has so many uses. And later in the call, I'm actually just going to go to the product page on youngliving.com for each of these products and show what that product does because that's the most compliant way to talk about a product. And you'll be surprised just how many wonderful details Young Living actually gives pertaining to their products now. They're really upping their ante as far as what we can say and what they say on the website. So then if you go to the 200 PV mark, then a person can earn the Northern Lights Black Spruce Essential Oil. Look at this, you guys. It's a retail value of $94. So right there, and Northern Lights, holy goodness, so many phenomenal uses for this one. And then, you know, if a person is on loyalty and their order is over 200 PV, they get the Northern Lights Black Spruce as well as Valor. Ah, so then moving up to the 300 PV tier, the Super B tablets are a really, really good part of our supplement line. And so oftentimes I think some of these individual vitamins are ones that a person may not think to purchase unless they know that they need that specific, you know, vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin D kind of a thing. But vitamin B is so powerful for our health. So those are the beautiful things that we can earn in June. And now clarification on this is that I may have said a little something wrong at the beginning. So what it's looking like is if a loyalty reward members order is at the 100 PV mark, then they earn something with the Valor this month. If it's just a shop order, that person isn't earning anything at the 100 PV mark, but they start earning at the 200 PV mark, which used to be 190. So it's just going from 190 up to 250. But wouldn't you think in our brain that actually makes a little bit more sense to just go from 100, 200, 300? So I think it's going to be easier to talk about these gift with purchases, you know, in the future when we are sharing with folks what they can be receiving. And so the other beautiful thing is that Young Living is starting to do something, whereas for the month of June, for instance, um, if you're a loyalty rewards member, you can actually receive 15% off of these specific products. And so for this month, you can get 15% off of the Sleep Essence and the 10-pack of CBD muscle rub tins. And I love both of these products. So this is for the entire month of June. It is not just a specific, you know, window for this, which they've done in the past, but it's just any day within the month of June that your loyalty order goes out. Now, here's the really, really beautiful thing, which is that if So like personally, well, let me show you this real quick. So see where it says start earning your monthly rewards now. Oh, excuse me, shop. I need to go down further. Gift with purchase flyer. So this is phenomenal because each month I go here and all you have to do is just download this flyer. And
That
when you
is
have
smart.
it downloaded, I go and print it. And so if a new person actually orders with me, so look and see how beautiful this is. It's always very well laid out. It explains everything very well. This is just a one pager. And so what's fun about having those on hand is last week when five individuals came to the coffee shop and we did kind of the grand opening celebration of Corey Barker's Young Living display in the coffee shop. And several folks had heard me speak at a preparedness meeting 2 days before, and we announced the shop. So they came to the shop because they wanted to sit down in person with me and talk about what was going on or do a wellness assessment and then order. And so it worked out so well. Four or five, and well, five individuals, one was a couple, came in and actually signed up with their own Young Living accounts. And so I had the gift with purchase flyer, I have a loyalty rewards flyer, and then I have an order form, and I have the wellness assessment form. So those are the four things that as business builders, it's really good to have on hand. And even if you're not specifically trying to build a business, you could actually just go and print that and put it on your refrigerator, put it in your office. Um, just kind of have it for your own good. But if someone is interested, you could tell them, hey, if you order these specific things that you've talked about, then guess what? Here's what Young Living is going to give you. And I think that having that flyer is just so nice and solid. And so what I actually do is I gift a brand new customer, well, I give them the flyer. And so they know that, okay, when these extra things that I didn't put in my shopping cart show up, it wasn't an oopsie or I didn't pay for it. These are actually the gifts that Young Living gives. So that's just one of the perks that we get to have. Um, and let's open it up. Are there any questions so far?
To get the sleep aid and the CBD, how much do you have to order?
Okay, so for the CBD and the sleep essence, those are rather than those being gifts, you can just add them to your loyalty
Just
order. No
purchase?
matter what amount your loyalty order is at, you'll still receive 15% off of those products.
Well, that's good because I'm going to order that.
Okay, good. The sleep essence is wonderful. It has some natural melatonin in it, and I've known a lot of folks that have taken that one.
So can I ask one more question?
Yes.
Um, at $200, what gifts do you get?
So at 200, and I know that you are a loyalty rewards member.
Mm-hmm.
So at the 200, I'm going back here, you earn the Northern Lights Black Spruce, and you also earn the Valor.
Well, that's good. And
Yes.
then 300, what do you earn? I hate
At
to ask.
300, yeah, you earn those two, as well as the Super B tablets.
Oh, I see. Wow, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. Here's what's beautiful. Now, granted, Young Living does talk in retail value because when they gift a product away, and they're turning it in, like let's say as a tax write-off kind of a thing, they need to uh speak about it in retail value versus the discounted price. But
Yeah.
um, retail value that a person is gifted when you purchase 300 PD of product, right? And you're gifted the Super B, the Valor, and the Northern Lights Black Spruce. That's a retail value of $124.66,
Wow, that's pretty good.
right? So it's
Right.
almost half, between one third and half of the value of what you've actually ordered, you're getting back in reward points or in the gift with purchase
Yeah.
products.
Plus, you get an additional 15% off that sleep aid, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. So
Okay.
Denise, if your order was 200 PV this month, and let's say, you got Ningxia Red and some thief stuff and the sleep aid, and the PV of all that is over 200, then you not only, have your 24% off discount pricing that you always get as a customer, but you're getting the extra 15% off on the sleep aid, and you're getting the free products, right? The Northern Lights Black Spruce and the Valor. And then on top of that, you're still earning your loyalty reward points.
Wow, that's
So,
really good.
wow. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
think
it
you're at the
is.
the 20% mark right now.
Well,
And
I usually do two. I try to do 200.
okay, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Because I'm sure you've probably found that there's some things maybe you used to buy at a store that you're buying from Young Living now. Or are you
Exactly.
mostly just doing some health products? Yeah.
And to be honest, I need to kind of, I mean, after I got the thieves, it's so good. My hands, and I've used it a lot, like
Mm-hmm.
mopping everything. So my hands are
Wow.
not dry. So if I was to use vinegar or any chemicals, my hands would be raw by now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that says a lot that it cleans, it smells good, and it doesn't dry your skin out.
See, you're a great spokeswoman for thieves, Denise.
Oh, I love I have 2 bottles, so yeah, I like it.
Good, good. Let me think here. Have you tried the Luscious Lemon lotion?
No, I haven't.
Okay. That may be a fun one to add. It's very lemony smell, very fresh
Mm.
smelling. And so just to add that little bit of layer after washing your hands could be a good thing. But I love that you've mentioned though that your hands aren't drying out like they used
And
to.
that's a
And I know,
huge thing. It's huge.
yeah.
The thing though I want to zero in is I bought several things. I bought the alkaline deal, the pills, but I need
Okay.
to get more into the nutrition. Like the deal I ordered, I forget the name of it, that if you use it, your hair might not gray as much. So I really kind of need to get into the nutrition a little more.
Yes,
The
yes.
lotion is great. I get it. But your mother looks fantastic. I'm gonna take a picture of her. I show a lot pictures to my friends. It's like, wow, how would you like to look at this at 70? And not, well, I mean, really, I mean, I'm 66, so it's like she has no aches and pains. So, I mean, which that's a big thing. It's a huge thing, actually.
It really is an entire lifestyle. It's the supplements we're taking, it's the food we're eating, the water we're drinking,
Yes.
exercising to just keep up with muscle mass and weight and things like that. And so let's, Denise, schedule a call. We can text each other after this and we'll schedule a
Okay.
call just to go over how you're doing so far and what your goals are, and then kind of set up our 90-day plan moving forward. How does that
Right.
sound?
That sounds real good because I need to kind of get with the program because I kind of clocked out for a couple of months.
Well, life happens. I know it happened to you
Oh,
and a
it
few other
does.
people. So we're just getting back on track.
Yes, yes, yes.
Good, 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 good. Well, so now how about we go to Young Living's website and I actually want to look up what they say about these products because we have a little bit more learning that we can do here. How does that sound, you guys?
Good.
Okay. Alrighty, so we are back on here and we are just going to go up to the search bar and type in Valor. Now, keep in mind that there are a few different Valors that we have. So, the one that we've had for years and years is just the Valor Essential Oil, which is the same as the Valor Roll-On, okay? At convention last year, they released what is now called the original Valor Essential Oil. And there's a few differences as far as the oil in it. But the specific one that they're gifting this month is the Valor that we have had for so many years. So y'all are probably familiar with this, but I'm just going to run through it because it's so fascinating how you have the beautiful bottle, and I'm going through this because this is partly something that you can help new customers learn how to do. Bring them to the Young Living website. Like, let them be on their computer or let them look over your shoulder on your computer and actually go through some of this because it's a great place to get educated. And then we all know I love my essential oil desk reference book. I call it my oil Bible. And so that's wonderful to have. But even if a person doesn't have a reference book or something yet, when you do a wellness assessment with them and they get what you recommend and they, agree to that, then yes, you can do a call with them when they get their products, but encourage them to go back onto Young Living's website to see what they say about the product because I bet you anything they're going to learn something just from coming to the website.
Yes.
So, Valor Essential Oil, I'm just going to read this. Valor Essential Oil Blend features frankincense, black spruce, blue
Wow.
tansy, camphor wood, and geranium, and was formulated based on historical writings about Roman soldiers who were said to apply plant extracts and botanicals to instill feelings of courage and confidence before going into battle. Wow.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, right? Some
Right.
days I wake up and I just have this feeling, oh boy, today is going to be a battle. Whether it's a battle to get out of bed, a battle because you have to go do something outdoors and it's hot, you need to call somebody on the phone. It may not be the easiest conversation. Um, you name it, Valor is a wonderful essential oil to just help with our overall emotions and
Yes.
groundedness. So Valor's an emotional oil as well as a physical oil. And the physical implications are amazing. Um, Let me go ahead and I'll just read the about. Okay, so formulated by Young Living founder D. Gary Young, Valor Blend is a powerful combination of essential oils with calming and uplifting scents designed for use during overwhelming days when you need to tackle hard tasks or tough conversations. Breathe in the comforting aroma as you reconnect with your best, bravest self. You got this. Now, here's what I'll say is between the about section and the general product
I'm not going to do it.
explanation, these are the two really good just explanations about the product, right? And depending on the product and who you're talking to, you may highlight one versus the other of those two. Okay. Of course, what's beautiful is Young Living gives their basic directions. So for Valor, it says apply 2 to 4 drops directly to desired area. Dilution is not required except for the most sensitive skin. Use as needed. Aromatically, you can diffuse up to 1 hour 3 times a day. Now, of course, I love that like Young Living gives this basic use, right? To go into how I use Valor. I love Valor on my feet and down my spine. And two of the reasons is that I know it's a topical oil, so it is a little bit hard to talk about what it does, but let me just tell you people that use Valor, chiropractors and massage therapists love to use Valor before they're going to do an adjustment.
Wow.
And the reason for that is just because the Valor goes in and helps get the body ready for the body work that they're going to do. So that is one of the beautiful things for Valor. It's also an oil that, for most people, it doesn't wake you up or put you to sleep, right? Like we talk about use peppermint first thing in the morning and lavender before you go to bed. Because peppermint's very energizing and it helps you become alert, whereas lavender is very calming and relaxing, right? Not that you can't use them interchangeably throughout the day, kind of a thing. But Valor is one of those that I love using when I wake up, I put it on my feet, I sit in bed for a few minutes. I love to just pray and thank the Lord for the start of the day. pray about whatever I need to, or, read some scripture. And then, it's soaked in like 3 to 5 minutes. And then I get up and I go do my thing. So those are fun ways. Yeah. Does anyone have a specific comment about Valor of just how about like a way you've used it? Let's try to be compliant, but is it an oil you enjoy and what's a way that you've used it? Or like a time of the day you've used it?
We've used it when we've had injuries and falling, hitting heads. It's been really wonderful for
Okay.
those. Just it seems to really help out. Definitely with the chiropractor, I've used that. But
Okay.
for
And
those,
now do you use it at the back of the base, on the head? Where do you primarily use it?
I usually go to the crown, sides. That's where
Okay.
I tend to put it.
Neat. Very neat. And the Valor blend has a frequency, I think, of 42 megahertz. So
Mhm.
it's interesting is that even though the body's frequency is between 62 to 78 megahertz when it's healthy,
Mhm.
and when we use essential oils that are higher than 78 megahertz, it helps the overall electrical system of our body go higher. When you're using a very grounding oil like Valor, think of the parts of your body that are harder, like your bones. And that would be an area that Valor could affect in the body because of that similar frequency level. Yeah.
So,
Um,
so would Valor be one that you would put on at night on the bottoms of your feet?
yes, yes, absolutely. I love it on the bottoms of my feet and down my spine are the two main places I put it.
And the other lady said you put it, it's more about, I wasn't sure what she meant by where she put the Valor for falls and stuff.
Well,
Like,
when with a head injury, then I put
oh,
it on my
okay.
head, you know.
Like on the sides of your temples and then at the back of your neck, more or
Yes.
less.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
Neat, neat. There we go.
I
Okay.
actually used Valor in just the plain like bath or like the body gel, the shower gel, that's what it is. Just like the basic shower gel base that Young
Oh,
Living has,
yes.
and I did that for my husband. And I love having like a more masculine smell for him from
Mm.
an oil, and like he showers right before bed too, and so it's been really good for him to have it just in his shower gel.
Oh, wow.
That is so nice. Shower gel and then even lotion afterwards. Oh my goodness. Thank you for sharing. That's great. I've
And
taken a bath with,
there's a Valor soap also,
Mm.
bar of soap.
yes, yes, there's the Valor bar of soap. Absolutely. Um, and then,
Can I ask what that would do?
yeah,
Like if you use the soap and like say you exercise or you had an injury, would that help or would it kind of be an overkill?
the beautiful thing I would say with that is yes, I think there's two ways that using Valor in a soap would help. One is you're inhaling it. And so the
Oh,
one of the
wow.
main reasons Valor was created was for that sense and feeling of, being victorious, having the grit to get through something, right? So
Yeah.
if you've been working really hard and you're kind of sore, then emotionally it gives you that stability of, okay, I got this. I'm really grounded. But the physical effect of those oils is really helpful when it touches the skin. And
Okay.
as we know, the skin is the largest organ of the body, and the skin is really
Yes.
good at absorbing what we put on it. So by putting oils, even if it is through a soap, you'll get some of the essential oil on the skin, and the skin will do its job in that
So
way.
it would be a really good combination if you maybe needed to see a relative that you really didn't want to see. It give
Yeah.
you like a little, or a person, okay. It would
Yeah,
give you
yeah.
a little bit more maybe calmness or confidence. I'll say that.
Confidence. Yes. There is actually, okay, I want to share this because if we go to youngliving.com/blog, this is the lavender blog. And now I am going to look up Valor and see if this is still here. Let's see. Um, I don't know. Well, I'm not seeing it, but if I can find it, it was actually a blog that Gary Young wrote on the reason why he created Valor. And if I remember the story correctly, it was because he actually had to go into a court hearing.
Oh,
And
wow.
it was, something that was being questioned. And
Yes.
so just one of those challenging times. Some of us have been there. And so he actually was just praying and all this and thinking, well, I have essential oils. What oils could be helpful for me right now to just be grounding as I'm going through this? And so with his knowledge and study, like it mentioned on Young Living's website, um, he actually decided to put that blend of essential oils together. The Valor blend is what he put together. And he put it in a bath and he just soaked for about an hour.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. And so that was the beginning of Valor, was because he needed that grit to kind of go into battle the next day, and decided to bathe in those oils, and then really realized, wow, this is profound, and I'm going to go ahead and create a blend so other people can enjoy it.
Wow, that's really neat because in today's world, probably everybody will need that at some point.
We hope not, but there's a good chance of it.
Well, look at it this way. At least you'll already be prepared and you won't let your immune system get lower to get something else.
Yeah, absolutely. Through all different sorts of situations, we can be very proactive. If we know that we're going to have a stressful week, be using Endoflex, for instance, and some of the immune system boosting ones. Maybe Thyromin to support the thyroid, because thyroid and adrenals all play a part. The Cortistop supplement is a really good one to use for high cortisol levels during really stressful times. So yeah, being proactive is definitely kind of the name of our game, because I don't like talking about diseases and once we get below the wellness line. But if we can stay above the wellness line and do preventative things, then we don't get to such a low in some of those challenging times.
Well, that's what I'd like to get to that level, and I'm not at it right now.
Well,
I mean,
we
I'm
have
just
talk
learning.
Denise, and just get you
No,
all
I'm
in
gonna
shape.
be honest.
Yes.
And you know what? Most of my friends aren't either, just a little bit because of the times, you know. I mean, I don't want to be negative because there's good things going on now, but then I live in El Paso right on the border, so it's been an eye opener that way.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so let me, if you don't mind, just because of time, I want to go ahead and work through the rest of these products real quick so that we have a good idea of what they're used for and whatnot. So here's the suggested uses. Apply Valor Blend at the bottoms of feet and back of your neck while you unwind before bed. Okay, enjoy the uplifting scent while you build confidence and prepare for challenging moments. Refresh thoughts through the day by directly inhaling Valor Blend or massaging it onto your neck, chest, hands, or wrists. So again, I didn't mention those things, but Young Living right on their website says, massage it onto your neck, your chest, your hands, or your wrists. I know a lot of children that breathe Valor on the way to school in the morning. And as you can only imagine, Our kids deal with a lot when they're at school these days. And then diffuse inspiring aroma while at work. And so anyways, there we go. And then, so I love it because every product on Young Living's website has the about, the suggested uses, the safety, directions, features and benefits, highlights, ingredients, and we can just go there, and it's a really easy, streamlined process to see how a product is used. Okay. So let me keep going then to the Northern Lights Black Spruce because this is so fun. Oops. Okay. Now this one, Northern Lights Black Spruce Essential Oil, has a grounding, earth-connecting aroma that enhances and uplifts the spirit and is soothing to muscles after activity when combined with a massage. It is such an amazing smelling essential oil. If you want to just be transported to a forest in Colorado, use Northern Lights Black Spruce. And then let's see here. Okay, I'm going to read the about. Northern Lights Black Spruce Essential Oil has been known to the Lakota Indians to strengthen their ability to communicate with the Great Spirit. Traditionally, it was believed to possess the frequency of prosperity. Northern Lights Black Spruce Essential Oil is steam distilled from the needles of the trees at the Young Living Northern Lights Farm and Distillery in Fort Nelson, British Columbia. Its woodsy aroma offers a grounding, aromatic experience and supports the appearance of skin and hair, making it a great addition to your lotion or facial moisturizer. It's so funny. I've never added it to a moisturizer, but there we go. Let me see here. So, features and benefits. It has a rich, smooth, evergreen aroma, has a grounding aroma when applied to feet, spine, or neck, creates a calming experience when used aromatically, and helps maintain the appearance of healthy-looking skin when applied topically. Now, here's what's really cool. If you were to go do a study about the key constituents in an oil, and the other thing you're probably noticing is that Young Living can't say nearly as much on their website as you're going to find in the Essential Oil Desk reference book. So I do still recommend having a reference book. The reference books aren't compliant, so I usually don't bring it out on a Wednesday Wisdom and talk about it. But if you're in my living room, that's pretty much all I use. However, here's what's cool. If you look up the key constituents, okay, alpha pinene, campheine, and beta pinenes. If you actually go in the reference book and look up these constituents, we know what an essential oil can do because of the constituents in it. So that is one way that even if it's a fairly new essential oil that hasn't been widely used, we still can have a bit of an idea scientifically of how what that essential oil will do in the body. And then of course, people use it in all different sorts of ways and try to figure out the best uses for it. But a lot of it, when Mother started 28 years ago, was just trial and error. You know, oh, I've heard that oregano, cinnamon bark, clove have some antibacterial properties because those have been studied for many, many years. And so then, well, what of those are in the Thieves Blend? Okay, well, maybe I should use the Thieves Blend when I have something going on along those lines. Peppermint, wintergreen have historically been known to help with circulation and fatigue, muscle fatigue, soreness, inflammation. And so, well, then you go, okay, well, if historically it's been known to do this, then the essential oil version is going to have similar properties. So those, yeah, a lot in the beginning, it was trial and error, but then once we could really see the laboratory tests of what key constituents are in the oils, then you pretty well know what that oil can be good for and what it's going to do in the human body. So we're really not just shooting off the hip anymore with the 100 single oils Young Living has and the over 100 blends Young Living has. it is down to a science in a sense, but at the same time, I think our body functions very well with the essential oils. And so because of that, it is going to actually kind of detect what that oil is and where it's needed in the body. So even if you put Valor on your feet, your body's systems are going to read what that oil is. And obviously, it's lots of single oils in the Valor blend, right? And then it's going to tell the body, oh, I need it here. I need it here. I need it here. So it doesn't just stay on the surface level of your feet. You know, physiologically, the body has communication systems and the systems to send those specific little tiny molecules and constituents to where they're needed in the body to go do what they do. It's pretty fascinating. Alrighty, so there we go with Northern Lights Black Spruce. And last but not least, we're going to go to Super B. Okay, and it was the Super B tablets, I believe. Okay. So Super B supports normal immune, respiratory, and circulatory function with vitamin C, rutin, citrus, bioflavonoids, minerals, and an array of premium essential oils. These ingredients work together to promote overall health, vitality, and longevity. So this
Isn't
is
that the
B.
Super C, Elizabeth?
Yes, that is the. Oh, you know what? My bad. That's Super C. We're talking about B.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. I felt like I was doing something wrong. Okay, here we go. Super B contains all 8 B vitamins and bioavailable chelated minerals to help you maintain healthy energy levels. So, what's neat, I love it on the bottle, promotes a positive outlook and healthy energy, supports normal cellular health. There we go. So, going down to features and benefits, helps support a healthy mood with all 8 B vitamins, may ease occasional feelings of everyday stress, maintains healthy energy levels. This is huge. Vitamin B and that it has all of the 8 B vitamins is phenomenal because when we're feeling sluggish and just kind of sedentary and like it's hard to get up and move, vitamin B is a really good go-to for that one. It also supports healthy cardiovascular function and supports cognitive function. So brain function. B vitamins are very good for brain function. So check out the wonderful ingredients list in this. I'm not going to read it all, but here we go. Because what's neat is it does have calcium and magnesium in it. Vitamin B6, B3, B1, B2, B5, zinc, B12, B9, B3. So there we go, plus nutmeg essential oil and manganese. So there's several wonderful things included in this product and definitely one to just try. As far as dosage, take 2 tablets daily with a meal. So when you get this in your order this month, you can just go ahead and just try it. You know, do those 2 tablets a day with a meal and see how you feel. I always recommend doing something for 7 days for at least a full week minimum. Honestly, it's best to do it for a month, but feel how your body does. You know, see if you feel like you need it. Obviously, I don't think just taking your B vitamin would have any adverse effects unless you personally know that you shouldn't be taking extra B or you have B in some other supplements you're taking. You know, if that's the case, maybe wean off on the other B supplement you have and try Young Livings and see the difference of how you feel, kind of a thing. That is one thing I say to be sure of, is if you are already taking a supplement that has something very targeted in it, be aware of doubling up and potentially getting too much of that one supplement. Yep. Cool. Okay, last but not least, there's one more thing I want to show you guys because this is cool. This comes to the point when us as brand partners with Young Living get to, oh, let's see here. I have to share in a different way. Give me just a minute. Okay. So as brand partners, Young Living loves to give us more gifts as well. And here's the cool thing. Last month, I earned everything. I earned the 300 gift with purchase products that they gave, and then I earned all of these 1, 2, 3 products, and they were different for the month of June. But here's what's neat is so Young Living loves to reward you for sharing, you know, and so sharing with friends, sharing with family members. Here's what I would say. Even if you're watching this training or listening to it after the fact, and you're thinking, I don't need a business, I don't need extra money, I don't want to be a business builder, or I'm scared to do this, whatever your little brain's objection might be, the thing is, because you need Young Living's products, I am quite sure that you know someone else that also needs Young Living products. And right now, to become a brand partner, it's absolutely free. It used to be like $29 and then it went to $1 and you had to actually put the kit in your order. Now you don't even have to do that. You literally go on, you sign into your account, and I forget where it's at, but there's just this button that says become a brand partner. And you click on it and it activates your account, and poof, right there in 2 minutes, you are a brand partner. The reason they don't automatically just make everyone with a customer account a brand partner is because they want that distinction. You know, are you just purchasing products or are you interested in helping others? And the perks with being a brand partner is that you don't have to sign up anyone, but you can. You could sign up one this month and one 3 months later. Or you can go gung ho and you could just tell everybody about it and see who's interested, you know. But the beautiful thing is, Young Living started this easy as 1, 2, 3 because they want to incentivize us to help our friends. And sometimes we just have to be incentivized, like to win a gift or something, to actually kind of get out there and do it. So what's really fun is the first person you help get started, and now their order needs to be a 100 PV loyalty order. Now, the reason Young Living does this is because they believe so strongly in a person starting their wellness journey and continuing with it. So this is specifically for someone you help get started, 100 PV, and they sign up for the loyalty rewards program. Not just they place a 100 PV order kind of a thing. But if you talk with them about the benefits of loyalty, and what I love to do is I share with a person that in month 2, being a loyalty rewards member, Young Living gives you a free diffuser. So right then and there, whether they have one or need one, they're going to get a free diffuser in month 2. And I always talk with a person about doing a 90-day wellness, wellness plan. So here's what's cool is the first person you help on a 100 PV loyalty order, you get a bottle of peppermint, which is $32, I think. The second person you help, then it's not additional, so you wouldn't get the peppermint, but what they do is they give you a whole case of zinc. So that's an amazing value. And then if you help 3 people, then you get this beautiful Young Living branded duffel bag. And so every single month, these 3, 2, 1 gifts change, and they're just throwing in amazing prizes to say thank you for helping someone that you care about get started with Young Living. So on that note, let me read the fine print because I need to make sure that I have that correct here. Well, I'll read it out loud. Earn June's rewards by helping 3 new customers get started with a 300 PV loyalty order. Personal volume in sales plus 25 bonus for starter bundle. Okay. So then the next thing, the brand partner sales earnings disclosed are potential gross earnings and not net of other business expenses and not necessarily, okay, so that is more just a brand partner explanation. Um, but here's what's beautiful if you do look at this, where it says earn 50% commissions on all personal volume sold. And what that basically means, and I know Beverly, you're probably tuning in going, it's noon. I'm not sure if you're planning on doing book club. Okay. Beverly just let me know book club is canceled today, and I think it's due to internet and some things that she needs to do. So no book club today. We'll go a few minutes over and then end here. Okay, so here's what's cool. You probably know this, but when you help a person figure out what they want to order and they go in and they order, then Young Living says, who referred you? And you just go ahead and put your personal member number in that box, right? Who referred you? You put your member number in there. That means that you're going to be their sponsor and you're going to be their enroller. Sponsor means that they're directly underneath you in the company structure, and you can place them somewhere else if you'd like to, and you're their enroller. As their enroller, that means that you earn 50% of the PV of their first order. So with this, if their first order is 100 PV, now granted it might be 102 or 150 or 200 if they want to get the freebies, right? So if their order is 100 PV, that means what? You earn $50, 50%, $50 of their first order. In month 2, you earn 25% of their order. In month 3, you earn 25% of their order. And in month 4, you earn what we call the generational commission. And so that is if they're on your first level, you earn 8% on all of their orders for life. So as long as they place a 50 PV order once a year, they keep their account active. Now, granted, you want to be helping them and you would love for them to order more often than 50 PV once a year. But that is Young Living's minimum to keep their customer account open and active. So there is the really amazing thing. So, keep in mind, let's say you have 10 people that all decide to get a starter kit. Great. And so they're each at that 100 PV mark, right? And so the sales is 1,010 for their products, right? That means you earn $550. Now, here's the cool thing. In the month of May, I signed up, I think 8 people total, but 6 from this one event. And so it was so fun because I think the total dollar PV amount of what they purchased, the total PV amount of what they purchased came to about 1,300 between those 6 people. And so that means that each of their orders were way more than the 100 PV. And if you're doing a wellness assessment with someone or you're helping them get started with multiple things, more often than not, their first order may be more than 100 PV. So I don't ever recommend just loading someone up with stuff because you get paid. That's not the reason to do it. We don't want to overwhelm someone with the products they get on their first order or the price of their first order. However, if it's things they need and they say yes and they want to go for it, then awesome. Like 3 of my first time customers in the month of May ordered over 300 PV each. So right there, that's 900 PV. What's 50% of 900? Well, about 450. So right there, I earned $450 just by helping 3 of my friends get started. So not to brag, but I want to make this real to you guys that if you really want to help the people that you love get healthy and stay healthy and get the icky cleaners and stuff out of their house and feel better, this is such a wonderful business to get to do it. And Young Living loves to just, to just help us along that journey by giving us wonderful gifts. So I hope this was helpful. And feel free to post any testimonies you want to. This recording is up in the Royal Dream Team, and so you can write any chats or anything or any questions in that feed if you'd like to. So God bless. And if we have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself. Questions or maybe a little testimony, but feel free to go ahead and get off as well because I know we are a little bit past our time. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for joining Wednesday Wisdom, and I am gonna sign us off here. God bless. Love you guys so much. It's so wonderful to be part of our big, happy Young Living family. And see you next week.